and welcome to video 7 of our series on visualization using ggplot2. Now suppose I want to change the color of my bar plots, because those were pretty boring, right? So we could just change the line color, and we can do that with set the color. And what that's going to do, let's see what that does. Always try out something. Don't be afraid to try different things and see what results you get. It doesn't look like it changed the color at all, but look here. If you look real carefully, you can see the outline color is a little different, but that's really hard to see. So what we're going to do instead is we're going to change it using fill, which means I'm going to fill it in with this, and it's based, I put it in the AES because it's based on the different categories here. So each one will get a different color. So now, and I can see I get the legend there. Okay. Now you will notice that these graphs, I used the same thing for my X as I did for my fill, the same variable. What happens if I use a different variable? So now I'm going to use fill to be the clarity. In this case, what I will get is a stacked bar and when you do this yourself, it's going to take it a few minutes because the Diamonds data set is a huge data set. But see, now I can see in each bar, the count is the total number, right? That's the X variable is the cut, and I get the count for each cut. But within that, I'm going to fill it based on the different clarities. So I can see which ones are the most popular for each of the different cuts. Okay, so these are all position adjustments I can make. There's 3 other options for position, which are identity, fill, and dodge. Let's see what each one does. Now here, my X is the cut, so I'm still got one for each cut, and it's filled based on clarity, right? But I modified the geom bar to have the position. Now I put the fill at NA, but the position is identity. Okay, now I'm going to try the same thing, but I'm going to change the position to fill. Try it yourself and see what happens. Is it what you think? Aha! So now it's done what percent of each of these is made up of each of the clarities. Now try it with position equal to dodge and see what you get. Is it what you think? So I'm going to put position equals dodge. And now I get a set of bars for each count, where each count is separated out. So I can see this is the total of the, let's say for instance, this one is, what is that? VS2 ideal counts. Okay. A position adjustment that I frequently use for points is jitter. The reason I do that, for instance, if I plot, I'm back to my old MPG, I can't really tell how many points are in a spot, right? The points are put on top of each other. So there's a couple of things I can do for that. One of the things I could do is I can set alpha equals, let's say, 0.2. And then what that will do is set transparency of the points so that the points that are there multiple times will be darker than the other points. So that's one that you will frequently see be used. But I forgot to put it inside the AES. So now I can see, you see these are lighter points than these are. So these mean they probably are 2 points sitting right on top of each other to be the darker points. So that's one way you can do it, and you set the alpha somewhere between 0 and 1. Another thing I can do is I can position it with a jitter. what that's going to do is to move the points just a little bit so you can see where the multiple points are. Okay, so that's how you use jitter. Now you will do the last exercise, number 8, in this section, and then come back for a very brief discussion of coordinate systems in our last video for this section, video 8.